Windows licenses are not concurrent. Windows licenses, you installed it, it is untransferable license. You can't, so this is installed, it is installed for this machine, done. Now this is concurrent licenses. As long as this guy is using it one license in use, this is two licenses in use, as soon as they give it back, it is given back.
So
but then your next question is how many licenses a company needs to buy. So they buy licenses according to the number of users who are going to use that application. For example, if I have 20 users who need to use this application, I need to buy, let's say, maybe 20 or maybe 25 at max. Because I know that 20 users are, maybe there might be a guest who might need to use it. So this is what it is.
yeah, so the question is like, even though having a license, so it means that this way the license will be cheaper than the buying an extra.
No, it will be cheaper. Yes, it is cheaper than manual licenses.
Yeah.
There are, because you're buying it in bulk, in volume, so they'll be cheaper. Kashif, you had a question?
Yes, sir. I just want to know that, let's say if you open an application like Word or Excel,
Yes.
and you start working on it. Once you finish your work, application is gone, but you want to save your work. Where does it save? Like on your host machine or inside the XenApp server?
Okay, so it's a good question. So let's say you're using a Word application on this one and you're making a document. Would it save on this machine or on this machine? You have both options. Now, by default, it will save on the server. But you can change it to be saved in user's profile. We configure it, but it can be done in both places. Okay? So good question. So guys, one more time, what are we understanding? And you see, it is an interesting concept. It's a very interesting concept. Once it starts working, you will see that how easy, how interesting it is. So starting with again, guys, today we are doing what? Citrix, and one word for Citrix is application virtualization. In this, you don't install application. Basically, you install it once, and hundreds of people use it at the same time. So, and the definition and the product we are using from Citrix is XenApp. The product is XenApp. Whereas Citrix has other two products as well. What is the server virtualization? Zen server and Zen desktop. Zen desktop is desktop virtualization. Zen server is server virtualization. Whereas XenApp, we are doing it is called XenApp. Now, if you can understand this example, you'll be able to explain Citrix. So application, what is this? Application. It's not it's just a card. No, it is application. It is what?
Application.
It is an application. Gary, what is this?
Application.
Application. And you package it. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Packaging.
We package it. I can hear you guys.
Package it.
We package it and then we put it inside Citrix and it will be loaned to the user. It is not given for good to a user. A user uses it and give it back. This is what Citrix main
So
concept is.
first you put it inside the Citrix.
Actually, packaging is done inside Citrix server.
I see.
Packaging, this is what Citrix does. Now, let's say you have a server and you don't have Citrix, you can package it. I mean, yes, you can package it in Microsoft way, but it won't be Citrix, yes.
So for example, when you package Word doc, if there is a problem with Word doc, all the users using Word doc will have the problem, right?
Yes, so first of all, it's a very good question. Guys, the question here is, if the problem is with the package, would it be for all the users or for one user? It will be for all the users, number one. But then your question is basically...
For example, if there is an unexpected error.
There won't be a problem with everyone. No, it won't be. It might, so, guys, the question is very important. Let's say you got the application and you package it. Now, during packaging, Sohail,
So we have to package it?
during packaging, it is called packaging. It is, so you will see it will. During packaging, it will make sure that the application is properly packaged. It is running properly, it is packaged properly. After that, if there are problems on individual machines, it won't affect other users. Okay? Yes, question? Okay. So guys, this is what XenApp. So in XenApp, what we do is, XenApp, you get applications, then we package them. So they're install application two ways, manual way, which is you need to go machine to machine and install it. This might take a huge time. Whereas here, all you need to do, take application, package inside. So let me write the word here, package. So this is called a package. And This is called application inside a package. So that is application.
Not outside.
Inside the.
Inside.
So actually application is inside. This is a package, but the application is inside, right? So application is inside. And then this application is loaned, given to a user. They use it, give it back to the server. Licensing is concurrent. Now XenApp has 3 different versions. XenApp 3 different versions. There is something called advanced version,
Enterprise.
enterprise.
Platinum.
It is platinum or platinum, both. So 3 versions. 3 versions. Being this is a full featured version. This is full featured, and this has less features, and this is basic. This is just basic version. The more you pay, the better it will be. So Server 2012 comes in 3 versions or 2 versions. Server 2012 comes in 2 versions or 3 versions.
2 versions.
Two.
2 versions. What are the 2 versions?
R1, R2.
Huh?
R1, R2. R and R2.
Enterprise and
Data center.
where is
Oh,
your
sorry.
data
Data center, enterprise, and the
R and R2.
and the standard.
Standard and data center.
Data center.
Standard and data center. So
That's the
Server
version.
2012 comes in 2 versions. Let's look at it. So server,
That's a
one more
version.
time. Guys, Server 2012 comes as standard and data center. And Server 2008,
3 versions.
3 versions, 3. So standard,
Enterprise.
enterprise.
Data center.
enterprise,
And data
Data
center.
center.
and data center. So actually they discontinued enterprise version after 2012. They have only 2 versions.
Only,
Why?
Now
the-
Citrix, sorry.
Why, sir?
Actually, they combined all the features of enterprise now in standard. So everything, this is now one version. So basically, this is enterprise,
Enterprise.
and data center is just one different version. Okay. So advanced enterprise platinum.
Make money.
Now, if you go here, if you look at this, so advanced being now less features. So there are huge number of features. So advanced has least number of features. Then you have enterprise more features, and then here you have platinum with the most number of features here. Okay, so basically this is how we need to remember it. Now before going on, and before we dive into the Citrix main components, what are the different versions of Citrix? Yes.
Can we get these slides or
Yes.
any book?
Yes.
Do we have
We
any
can.
PDF
Huh?
book?
Huh?
Do we have any PDF book for Citrix?
There are many. There are actually many. I'll give you the slides. You can print the slides. If you are a book person, so I read books too. From book you can get a lot of knowledge. If I would say get a book for this, any book over Amazon, just look at the reviews. But if you don't have time, at least go through the slides and notes. Slides and notes. Guys, at this point in this busy life, so the least you have to do is to go through all of the slides and don't miss anything from the whiteboard. On the whiteboard, I'm going to explain more than slides. Slides has just slide information, but on board you'll get a lot of information. So as long as you can get everything on the board on your fingertips, on your
Fingertips.
what is fingertip? How many versions of XenApp?
3.
3 versions of XenApp. And what are the ones?
Advanced,
Enterprise,
Platinum.
and Platinum. Which is the full feature version?
Platinum.
Platinum is the full feature. So this is being finished. Now, how does Citrix work? Citrix works in this manner. You get a Citrix server, bring an application, package it, and then loan it to the user. User uses it, and then give it back. This is what Citrix application works. Now, where is the virtualization part here, Suhail?
So there's a question that once you return the application, then there will be a storage server separate, right?
Once they what?
Once they use this, once
Once
they
they
use
use
this
the application and give
application,
it back to the
yeah.
server.
So they gave the application, but there's what about the data saved on this application and everything? Data saved on the different server?
No. It is saved on these machines.
No, let's say because I was working on Zen desktop, right? So
only
they were
the
saving everything
application
there.
will be given back, but your data remains with you.
No, let's say because we had a small client, like a thin client, and thin clients, right? And those clients, they're very small.
Oh yes, thin clients are small.
Yeah, so those one has just the operating system and the RAM, and then that's it. It doesn't have a hard drive.
Yes.
So those on the all the data will where it will be
stored
going.
in a user's profile. So wherever the user profile is stored.
So that will be a separate server for that.
It would be just Active
Depends on
Directory
the
server.
company.
It is just file and share server. Yes.
Okay, that's a separate server. then.
It's a separate server, but then we're going to discuss that in components. So these are the different components. So I'm going to go through the components. Any other question before I move on? Any other? Is this understandable? Is
Yes.
this understandable? It's not very difficult.
Yes, ma'am.
It is really not that difficult, guys. If you understand one after another, it's really easy. But the people who are missing today's lecture, it will be very difficult to catch up unless they go for the video. So guys, from now on, please do not miss any day. Each and every day is very, very important for you. We'll try to understand as much as possible here. So do not miss any day. So for now, we are just at the basics. So Citrix application virtualization. The product that we are learning is XenApp. This is XenApp, and then XenApp main function is to virtualize package application and load it to the user. Once the users are done, the application is given back, so it can be. Now, do you think? Are we
Do you think?
thinking?
Sometimes.
Are we thinking?
Sometimes.
So sometimes, yes, honest answer. Very good. Guys, do you think that Citrix accessing application in this manner is better, or installing application is better for the client?
No, that's better.
This is better. This is better in a sense that this can be done in a short time to thousands of users.
And on different sites as well. You don't have
On
to-
different sites, wherever you're accessing it. So this is easier to provide application as compared to this one. Because what happens is, let's say today I gave you this application manually, I gave it to the user manually, and tomorrow the complete system is crashed. So now you have to reinstall that application. But in Citrix case, if the machine is crashed, you just need to prepare the machine, application is still there.
Yeah.
So there are many advantages of having Citrix.
The server
So
is cracked.
so Citrix comes in 3 different versions, guys. The version that we are using is 6.5 version. So this is 6.5. Now before that, it has XenApp.
6.
It has XenApp 3.x. It has 3.x versions, so 3.1, 3.5, 3. Something else, and then it has 4.x. Most popular version of 4.x, going to near past, not very past, just 2-3 years back. So it was 4.5. 4.5 was the famous version that was used in many organizations. I think this version might be used in maybe 10% of the organizations as compared to now. Most of them are upgraded. Now after that, there was another famous version. Then it started after 4.5. It's 5.x series started. So there was version 5. Version 5. Many people migrated from 4.x to 5, and then version 6 was released. And after 6.1 was released, and now actually not 6.5, 6.0 released. Then after 6.0, 6.5 is released,
No,
and 6.5 is the version that is at the moment being used. After that, there was version 7.1 released, then 7.6 released, and now latest is 7.9. 7.9. So latest version of XenApp that is available to be downloaded is 7.9. But all these versions are basically released in a very short period of time. They're not huge. So I think that they are all released within a period of maybe 12 to 16 months. Within a year and a half, they release this and then this and then this. This is because they were improving and then releasing, releasing. This is what they were doing. But at the moment, your 70% of the market is sitting on 6.5. And they are planning to move on to version 7.6 actually. 7.6 being a more stable version. So companies would wait for the next stable version. Most of the companies won't risk it. Most of the companies won't risk moving on to a brand new version. They would wait for the next version. That is why, because the brand new version comes with its own. What happened is that 6.5 has an older architecture and 7 has a new interface, new architecture. You can think of this as this is being 2008.
Windows
And
7
here this is 2012. So you see the interface is different, but the components are almost the same. Components are almost the same. In all seven versions, interface is all changed. It becomes more fancy, more colors, more just like a difference between 2008 and 2012. 2012 is fancy as compared to 2008. So the version that we are working on is 6.5. So this is the version that we need to work on. This is the version that we are working on. We'll be installing 7.6. I want you to install 7.6 at the end and install it fully function 7.6. 7.9 is still this might be upgraded to a newer version, but most of the companies might be moving on to 7.6. The companies that have not moved yet to 7.6, they'll wait for the next version of 7.9. They'll wait for the next version.
Which version we did the exam for the Citrix? 7.5?
You did
6.5.
You did 6.5. 6.5. Guys, exam, just do one exam. 6.5 is enough to just show that you have Citrix certification. And then later on, once you get a job, just start upgrading it. Okay? So these are different versions of Citrix
Upgrading for the
XenApp.
Yes.
Citrix XenApp, different version. Now guys, comes Citrix architecture. Citrix architecture. Let's stop and make it.